Good Monday morning, meaties. Welcome to your weekly live stream of horror news and channel updates. Shout out to Club Dead. First one in the chat before it even got started. So I don't know how that works. Maybe a little sus. So extra shout out to Mr. BN King as the person who showed up once the live stream actually gets started going. Mr. BN King as the person who wasn't waiting outside the door when you get there to open up. You know, you got to open up Starbucks. You're working there. You head there. It's like 4:30 in the morning. It's dark. Someone waiting out there for you. Someone waiting there for you. That's Club Dead. Waiting while the door's locked. And you're like, fuck. Man, let me at least get in there and fucking, I was gonna use the bathroom. Now I gotta fucking wait for you. What's wrong with tailgating a live stream? That's right, Will Hayes. Club Dead says you're lucky there isn't a window. Just peering into my soul. Michael, aka Sporknose, been there working retail with those damn pop collections. Thank you, social media coordinator Michael. Mug of the day is Recaffeinator, given to me as a gift by our previous assistant from 5 years ago now. Jesus Christ, Veronica. That was 5 years ago that we had her. Wow. That's a good one. I hand washed this guy because I don't want anything to happen to him. How's everyone doing? How are you all? Did you have a good weekend? There is a new kill count this Friday. Isaac Carr. There is, in fact, new kill count this Friday. We'll get into it at the Dead Meat News section. I thought that was a Dead Meat bong to the right. Oh. Ow. The whiskey. Maker's Mark. You premiered a play at your local theater last weekend, Satanic Cat Girl. Hope it went well. Thanks, Scalopleton. Will Zorn ever cover the Evil Dead video games? That's a question for Zorn. Arizona Green Arrow, thank you very much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Big shout out to the Paranormal Activity play, by the way. Saw that over the weekend. It was great. If you get the chance to, check it out. Never seen a horror on stage before. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Lux Diabolico. I don't know the band South Arcade. Yeah, Paranormal Activity stage play was very good. There were some effing scares. Oh, Mr. Super Ghostface saw Keeper last night and really liked it. We saw Keeper too. And I liked it. Chelsea, I think, really liked it. But I definitely went in expecting it to be, like, bad based on the reception it's gotten. It's, got some Oz Perkins messiness to it. But I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot more than the monkey. But that's a taste difference, You can like the monkey for the exact same reasons I hate the monkey. Do I play Fortnite Optimus Prime every fucking day of my life? I have to limit my Fortnite time. Thankfully, after about 2 hours, I'm usually good on Fortnite. Which may sound like a lot, but compared to how much I was playing Sea of Thieves for 4 years every day, it's a lot better. Sea of Thieves, I would do like 5 hours. But Sea of Thieves is I could do other stuff while playing. I could like watch a movie or like kind of work while doing stuff. But I've also heard Arc Raiders is fun. Alice Orbeck. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the... Oh, you're more of a Subnautica fellow yourself, Alan Moore is a wizard? You mean one of the best games of all time? Absolute, like, Subnautica is just... If I could Eternal Sunshine myself, maybe I would play Return to the Obra Dinn. But Subnautica's up there. So is Outer Wilds. Those are like my favorite games. My three favorite games, probably. I don't play Sea of Thieves anymore. I cut it off because I have a little bit of an addictive personality sometimes, and Sea of Thieves was my addiction for a number of years, and I finally cut it out. Thanks, Mikey P. Appreciate it. We will be doing a holiday live show. Yes, Mikey P. Stay tuned for news about that, but it's all but locked in. Mansington, thank you very much. I didn't see Superman. Chelsea did. She liked it a lot. I have not seen it still. And Case Sutherland, thank you very much. Coming back to Texas for any cons. Doesn't look like it next year, but probably, I would hope in 2027. No Ben in the live stream? I haven't seen Ben. Where Ben at? Anyway, let's do the horror news, now that people have kind of filtered in. Our top story today. Orphan 3 begins filming with the title of Orphans. Oh, there's Ben. I haven't seen Keeper. What am I going to say? Oh, there's Ben. There's brand manager and producer Ben Bellevue, without whom these live streams would not be possible. So thank you, Ben. In Ben we trust. Someone said we got a shout out in a Frankenstein video. What was that about? Who said that? Who said that? So we got Orphans being filmed. We've got the return of Isabel Furman, obviously, as Lana Klepper. Is that her name? Is that the character's name? The orphan's name? And it will be written by the guy who wrote Orphan First Kill, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was a lot of fun. Further cast additions and plot details remain under wraps, but Furman previously teased that perhaps this third movie will take place between The First Kill and the original film, which would make the most sense, seeing as how she died at the end of the original film. Spoilers for a 15-year-old movie. Right? First one was 2009? Is that right? Thank you, Colby Does Horror. I appreciate that. I'm excited to be back in Chicago next year. Hoping I can schedule a little bit of extra time before or after the con to actually do some stuff in Chicago. It's always so sad whenever I do cons and people are like, how are you enjoying this city? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've just seen the inside of this convention hall. Anyway, I love Orphan. I love Orphan First Kill. I'm down for Orphans. Give it to me. I'll enjoy it. A24 has a new tree topper for sale. It's Pearl. She's a star. You can get her. She's a little felt tree topper. It's similar to last year's offering, which I did buy last year, but it came in after Christmas. So I think this year will be the first year I get to actually put this on the tree, is this Midsummer tree topper, which is also back up for sale. So, if you would like either of these, head on over to the A24 store, where you can also purchase this incredible smelling pink opaque candle that has really just changed my life. It has just, God damn, does it smell good, and it's so pungent. It just fills this whole room with its scent. And I use this room a lot. I walk into this room every day, this kill count room. And now every time my nostrils are greeted with this just delicious smelling candle. God, it's so good. I want to burn it and see how much more fragrant it gets. But I also don't want to burn it because it's a good little prop. Perhaps the trick is to purchase a second one and get to burn. Now my fingers smell like it. I'm so pleased. What's the scent? I don't know. Pink? Thanks, Snuggle Buggle Woo Woo. Thanks, Colby Does Horror. Thanks, Mikey P. Appreciate it. Ben, do you have this candle? Do you know what it smells like? Let's see if the internet knows. Pink opaque candle. Sugar, cherry, orange flower, raspberry blossom, skin. I just put 9 in the cart right now. Oh, if you decide to burn, please use a tray or a dish to... Yeah. It is not... It's not the best made candle for burning. Skin musk. And... Oh, see? I love sandalwood. Sandalwood's like my go-to. Pink candle with notes of sugar, cherry, orange flower, raspberry blossom, skin musk, and sandalwood. Oh, it's so fucking good. Oh, that's what happens. Yeah, I kind of want to buy another one. I don't know what the skin musk is all about, but whatever they're doing, it's working. All right. Anyway, you can get A24 store. I'm just gonna say has a lot of really cool stuff. They also have the X Trilogy on Blu-ray there, and some ornaments. You can get these ornaments from the X Trilogy. You got the axe. You got Gator. You got Mr. Goose. Check it out if you want to spend money. That's what everyone wants to do right now, right? Spend all that money everyone has. Wait, what is this one? Did I have this open in 2? Oh, I see. Gothic horror film Sound of Silence about true story of mass murdering nuns. Hits AFM with playtime. This is a confusing part of this headline. Is hitting the AFM with playtime, which is a company that has boarded international sales on the Elevated Genre Project, which starts filming in Greece this week. Thank you, Dream Marie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm always, when it has to do with true stories, I'm always like, should we be making like a horror movie out of that? But who knows? Could be done tastefully. Apparently, this was something that happened in the 70s, inspired by the story of Abbess Miriam Solakiote. I don't know how to pronounce Greek words, I'm sorry. Believed to be 20th century's most prolific female mass murderer. Who's she killing? I'm sorry, someone in the chat said something about, do I know the actor who plays Arthur Clown in the 3 Terrifier movies? I don't know if that was like a speech-to-text thing, but instead of Art the Clown, it being Arthur Clown is very funny to me. I feel like Arthur Clown would have little glasses that sits on his nose. Arthur Clown! He wears a sweater vest over his little clown outfit. Instead of all his tools and gun being in a garbage bag, it's like a fucking burlap tote. Arthur Clown. It was a speech-to-text thing. I fucking knew it. I called it, Corbs. Arthur Clown is just David out of costume. Kind of. David's a little like that. David is just a pleasant man. I trust Arthur Clown with my drink at a bar. Anyway, the movie here is about a young American traveler, so that'll be our in point there. Camps on a secluded beach with fellow hippies. One night, the hippie camp gets raided. The girls escape the raid, but they need to find refuge, and they go to a remote monastery, where what awaits them is a death cult led by a ruthless abbess. I'm intrigued. Miriam, an abbess who purified more than 300 followers through brutal rituals. So, is she killing people in her own little cult, in her sect? The thing is, the real thing happened in the 70s, so I feel like that's pretty recent. Probably still have family of victims and stuff. That's the thing. You know, if this were like a thing that happened in like the 20s or whatever. But speaking of which, detour time. Full screen detour time. Death by Lightning. Death by Lightning made my weekend. Fuck. Death by Lightning was tailor-made for me, dude. Death by Lightning is a mini-series on Netflix. It is only 4 episodes. 45 minutes to an hour long. And it takes place in 1880s America and tells the story of James A. Garfield's presidency. Holy shit. It is tailor-made for me. Oh my god, dude. What an enjoyable show. If you are at all into American history, it's so fun. It tells the story of how Garfield became president and his entire presidency, which I won't spoil for you if you don't know. But all the characters around it, dude, I cannot believe how fun it is and how accurate it is to the history, dude. I knew a lot about this history. I'm a huge American president history nerd. I always have been. So I knew the broad strokes of this story. But the little details that happen in the show, and then I would look up, and they would be actually factual. It's incredible, the little things that happen. Like, there aren't a lot of things that they embellish too much in the show. Most of the stuff that happened actually happened. And it actually caused me to break out this book I've owned for 15 years, The American Presidency. Big recommend here. All this is essays on each of the presidents. Just one essay per president, written by different people. This is from 2004, I think, so there's probably a later version now, but I don't even know if you want the later version. Do you really want something having to do with history written in the 20s? I feel like 2004, you might have a more neutral perspective on some of these things, and then you can make your own judgment. Anyway, I recommend watching Death by Lightning and then reading the essays on Garfield and Arthur. I'm going to go back and read about Hayes, see how he was, kind of the table was set for the events of the miniseries, but it's so fun. The cast, here, let me sell you with the cast, because it features just a great collection of guys. Just a great collection of guys, dude. You got Michael Shannon as James A. Garfield, putting in a very sympathetic role that you're not used to seeing Michael Shannon do. Matthew McFadyen, fucking Tom Wambsgans. He's in there, very important character. He's standing right there, that fucking little loser creep. Fucking little loser creep, Charles Guiteau. What a fucking loser creep. Betty Gilpin is Garfield's wife. She can do no wrong. Shea Wiggum is fucking hilarious. He's from Boardwalk Empire and lots of others. Bradley Whitford, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, he's in there as James G. Blaine. Do you know what this show, how tailor-made it is for me? Since 8th grade, I have known the attack jingle from the 1884 presidential campaign against James G. Blaine. Blaine, James G. Blaine, Continental Liar from the state of Maine. I have known that. I have known that his opponent, Grover Cleveland, the attack jingle on him was Ma, where's my pa? Because it turned out that he had sired an illegitimate child. And then I know that when Grover Cleveland won in 1884, breaking a streak of 7 Republican presidents, the response to that jingle, Ma, where's my pa, was gone to the White House. Ha, ha, ha. I've known this shit since like 8th grade. And to now see these characters, these figures from history depicted on screen for the first time, as far as I know, by Bradley Whitford is so fun. And then here you go, Nick Offerman as Chester Arthur. This cast is phenomenal. It's great. Definitely, just watch Death by Lightning. It's only like it's less than 4 hours long. It's fantastic. It's so good. God damn, do I love it. They need to make more of these. I don't know who Mike Makowski is, but he needs to make, may I suggest Polk? Polk would be another good one to do. Or you can just continue this time period, because this gets to Arthur's presidency, but then after him, you got Cleveland's 2 non-consecutive terms, man. You got Benjamin Harrison in the middle of there. Then, oh fuck, get into McKinley, dude? McKinley and TR, or jump further ahead, you get the TR Taft-Wilson election. That shit's nuts. TR's all like, hey, I'm outie. Go with Taft. He's a good guy. Taft gets in, and TR's like, no, never mind. Changed my mind. Running. TR gets shot campaigning. Bullet stopped by his speech. Finishes his speech. Goes to the hospital. Loses the election. Splits the vote with Taft. Wilson gets in. World War I. What the fuck, dude? Dope. Dope shit. Dope shit. Love this. Watch Death by Lightning on Netflix. Read The American Presidency. Brush up. Those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. Let's not repeat some of this shit. It's good shit. Unk show. You can't just say having academic interest in history is unk. All right? You can say nerd, whatever, but... Oh, it was such a fucking good time. I'm sorry. It was just so fun to watch this show. And it's funny, and it's intriguing, like the political intrigue, because this motherfucker, Roscoe Conkling, dude, this motherfucker looked like this. And he's running around, played by Shea Wiggum, like trying to fucking machinate political favors. Oh, it's so good. What a little bitch Roscoe Conkling was. Roscoe Conkling's a bitch. All my homies hate Roscoe Conkling. Except, I think, wasn't the stalwarts, they wanted to be harsher on the South in the post-Civil War, which I'm like, yeah, they should have done that, yeah. Oh, he liked to box. Interesting. All right. Anyway, where were we? All right. Back to the horror stuff, I guess. James is me when it comes to historical maritime disasters. Cadzooks, well, happy late 50th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald. R.I.P. those guys. I'm always blown away that took place in the 70s. It just sounds like it should have taken place in the 1910s, you know? But we know that shit. Us Michiganders know that shit. All right, what's this? Tyler Posey is going to direct a movie called Sober House. Tyler Posey was in Teen Wolf, which I never watched, but I know has a lot of fans. He was also the boyfriend in Truth or Dare. And I think this movie sounds fun. It's a, I think, horror thriller with comedic elements. Follows three addicts who, after their best friend's overdose, join a secluded mountain sober house to get clean, only to discover the program's most committed attendee is a recovering serial killer who's relapsing in his own way. That sounds great. With like some comedic elements, that sounds like a good premise for a film. So I'll be keeping an eye out for this. Does it say when it'll start production, or is it just kind of in that nebulous pre-production phase? I think it sounds cool. Horror graphic novel The Upturned Stone from the 90s. I had not heard of this, but it is getting a film adaptation. And what is this? Horror with coming of age drama to explore things. Set on Halloween 1969, the story follows four boys who's... Did someone just connect to this computer? Did an editor just connect to this computer? I feel like the mouse got away from me. Oh yeah, four boys who find a big ass pumpkin, they bake it into a pie, and then they start having scary dreams. Okay. Nice. Start a new channel about U.S. history. I almost did. In 2016, I was sick of having to run everything through a group with my old channel, Practical Folks. So I wanted to make my own channel. And I was trying to decide what it would be. And it came down to a choice between fitness, news and history, and horror movies. And for a brief period of time, I was like, can I just make a channel that has all three? No. But I thought about it. And then I was like, well, I'll just start with horror and get to the others later if I want. And then Dead Meat happened. So, James, you're into fitness? Is that a joke? What historical presidents would be the best slashers? I mean, probably TR. No, it is too late to do anything with new... Like, history, maybe. But even now, history is all fucking... Everything's wrapped up in the fucking culture wars and shit. You try talking about, like, American history, even if it's, like, old shit, it's gonna be painted by, I don't know, modern lenses. It's gonna be looked at through modern lenses, and people are gonna be pissed off no matter what. It's dumb. Can't even talk about history in, like, a just kind of interested, neutral bystander sort of way, you know? Whatever. Lucky we can still talk about horror in some way without being... And it would still piss people off. Whatever. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Dorothy the Haunting of Oz. Horror take on The Wizard of Oz from Gen Z filmmaker. Why is that part of the headline? There are lots of Gen Z filmmakers. Are there? What's the age for Gen Z now? Is 26-year-old Gen Z? I feel like 26, 27, right? They're oldest Gen Z. Maybe there aren't a ton of Gen Z filmmakers. Gen Z 29? Someone said 29. That feels too old. 29 sounds like young millennial. Thanks, Mikey P. Mikey P, it's a little late for it, season-wise, but last night I did put on Tales of Halloween from, I think, 2015. It's this anthological Halloween horror film with a bunch of, like, little short films. Darren Lynn Bousman did one. Axel Carolyn is the person who made it, and she also directs one of them. I was enjoying what I saw. I didn't finish it, just because it was late, but I enjoyed it. But again, it's a Halloween movie, so you might not want to... November 17th, you might be like, oh, why are we watching a Halloween movie? But I liked what I saw of it. Thanks, Case Southerland. Anyway, this Wizard of Oz horror form is set on Halloween night. And a group of basketball players are mercilessly played upon. I'm sorry, guess I'm more tired today than I thought. Mercilessly preyed on by terrifying manifestations of Dorothy, the Wicked Witch, the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and serial killer clowns, the other big part of Wizard of Oz. The campus becomes a battlefield? Oh, feature debut of 22-year-old writer-director. You know what? Maybe it's genius. Currently in post-production. Wow, they already shot it. Okay. So it'll be out in 2026. Thank you, Ricky the Mad Dragon. Do I think some of these public domain horror films are getting out of hand? It's a trend. Horror has always had trends. Late 2000s, early 2010s was all the reboots. Which, I mean, we also get a lot of nowadays, but it's just a trend. You know, if you don't want to watch them, you don't have to. If you don't watch them, maybe people won't make them. If people keep watching them, they will. I don't know. I'm not going to be mad about it. Because, again, I can just ignore it if I don't want to watch them. Just throw them in the pile. Yeah, it really doesn't feel like it's anything to do with the actual Wizard of Oz story. It's more like an original story with some characters dressed as or manifested. I don't know. Because look, this doesn't even mention Wizard of Oz. None of this does. Alvarez, is that the... Yeah, that's the writer-director. Dorothy, the Haunting of Oz showcases the real Gen Z student-athlete experience in a way most contemporary horror films haven't done yet. I would agree that most contemporary horror films have not showcased the real Gen Z student-athlete experience, you know? Like, every horror film that comes out now, every contemporary horror film, promises to showcase the real Gen Z student-athlete experience, and I feel like every time it falls short, you know? Every week I'm in the theater being like, okay, is this finally going to be the real Gen Z student-athlete experience? And every time it's not showcased properly, so I agree with this filmmaker that most contemporary... not saying all, some contemporary horror films have showcased the real Gen Z student-athlete experience. But most have not, so I'm excited for this to finally be able to do that. And then he goes on to compare it to Get Out and Sinners, which use genre to push... Wait, the way Get Out and Sinners used genre to push it forward hugely... Push what forward? Also, Get Out and Sinners, specifically, they did push something forward. Is this movie also... Is this going to be about race relations? Okay, whatever, dude. That's fine. Maybe it is. Dude. Is this filmmaker black? Maybe they are, and maybe this is like a actual, maybe that is a thing. They specifically cited Get Out and Sinners. I don't know if he actually has a picture. I don't know if any of these people are actually him. I'm just doxing random students. I'm sorry. But, you know, if I am doxing random students, I would say that that is showcasing the real Gen Z student-athlete experience, so... Alien Earth renewed for season 2. I skimmed this article because I don't want spoilers. I haven't watched season 1 yet. I've only watched the first episode, really enjoyed it. But I know that it got a little divisive by the end, but I don't want spoilers, so don't fucking say anything to me. But it got another season. That's all. Look at this little fucker who I already pre-ordered, dude. Creep Tapes Killer Peach Fuzz gets an official plush. Oh, fuck, it's 10 inches? That's a big little stuffy animal guy. Oh, yeah, I pre-ordered the fuck out of this. I didn't even finish this article before I pre-ordered this shit. You can too if you want. 20 days to do it. Is it going to say James purchased 30 minutes ago? Show us. Oh, are these just like the most recent ones? Yeah, I guess I would have purchased it like 50 minutes ago. Show us more in the feed. He's a little cutie guy. Thanks, Alfido man, and thank you, Brooklyn Boots. I will give Lucy and Molly a treat for you. He is $33 plus shipping, so it's pretty pricey. But what isn't these days, you know? Look at that little guy. Oh, these come off too. They're little Velcro accessories. That's fun. And oh wait, second last story: the Betty Boop horror adaptation for everyone bemoaning the public domain horror. We've got Boop coming out. Just Boop. A reimagining of 1930s cartoon icon Betty Boop, but told through a genre lens. And, oh, get this, a team of horror podcast investigators. Your easiest in for a horror story nowadays. Just make it around a team of horror podcasters who break into an abandoned theater to discover the hauntings of the starlet once known as Boop. A simple investigation turns into a horrific bloodbath as they fight to escape the murderous Boop as she is out for revenge. It stars Spencer Breslin. Wait. Disgusting Little Shit Boy? Didn't we just talk about him last week? We summoned him. We got him cast in this movie, dude. I'm pretty sure we gave him the dead meat bump on last week's live stream. I think we gave him the dead meat bump. He got fucking contacted right away and cast in this. That's my theory. Beans, you're up next, buddy. We probably need to know his real name for him to get that bump. We can't just call him Beans. Stephen Anthony Lawrence, you're up next, buddy. You're going to get cast in a horror thing. Get in there, Beans. Get that dead meat bump. That Breslin Beans bump. I don't use Copilot. I don't use Bing. I don't use Edge. This is an editing computer. This is not my computer, okay? I sit here once each week and I do this for you, all right? I don't install things on this computer. I just bring up whatever the computer brings up and I use it. Maybe when I get the new editing computers up and running, I will actually install a real browser. Also, I was kind of holding out being like, hey, reps, you know, you could tell these other browsers that like we could switch to them in the live stream if they want to sponsor them. But whatever. Fuck it. Ben telling me to get Firefox like I don't know. I have an Android phone and use Windows, Ben. You think I don't know Firefox? I do think I use Chrome, though, actually. I was a Firefox guy for forever. I think I switched over to Chrome. Yeah. I've never used Opera. You've said you use Chrome. Ben, do you think it's appropriate to call your boss bitch? In public, in front of people? I think we're going to have a talk later. Anyway. Yeah, you got your Boop. Finally. This is nice. My friend Jill Sholin, from The Stepfather, from Popcorn, from Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund, she made a Christmas album. And on one of her songs, she's got all these ladies doing vocals with her. Diane Franklin, Judy Aronson, Barbara Crampton, and Chrissy Fox. Like, these are some of my best friends. Jill's so fucking excited about it. Look how cute she is. Jill is the best. She is such a sweetheart. Every time she comes over our house, she brings flowers. It's very nice. And she made just like a few Christmas songs. And one of them it's so funny. You can hear Barbara very clearly on this track, especially near the end when she's like, "We're Christmas people now." It's just a fun little thing. You can listen to it. Just look up Jill Sholin. I put it on the other day. It was cute. Thanks, Mikey P. That super chat will go straight into my pocket, not Ben's. But yeah, it's a cute little Christmas album. She told me about this a little bit ago. She's very excited about it. Here's her and Barbara. Definitely posing for a picture. Barbara, I know that face. That's your picture face. You ain't mid-singing. It's cute. It's real cute. All right. And then finally, coming out this week, The Blade Cuts Deeper. I don't know what this is, but that cover makes it look like an old 80s slasher, which I appreciate. It's also 84 minutes long, which is great. Oh, this is about a podcast person. True crime podcast. And then another very indie film that I don't think I had heard of, We're So Dead, but I wanted to mention it because Jenna Cannell from Terrifier is the star of it. Jenna Cannell is a huge advocate of independent film, a filmmaker in her own right. So check this out if you would like. Jenna's featured enough to be in this little insert picture on the poster, so that's cute. I don't know what's going on her head. I don't know what's happening there, but what was this? Content has consequences. Yeah, that's good. That's good. What's this one's tagline? Doesn't have one. Okay. All right. That's the horror news. Dead meat time. Dead meat time. For all those people who are spamming the chat asking about kill counts and shit, as if they don't have to just wait a little bit for me to fucking talk about it, dog. This week, we've got a podcast for ya. It is going to be late. It'll be on Thursday instead of Wednesday. Just because Gressel's parents are in town, so he's unavailable. I'm not going to pull him away from his family to film a podcast with us. And if we were to do it without him, it would take a lot longer to edit. So that it'll be out on Thursday. We are going to be talking about the Paranormal Activity play with guest Johnny Birchtold, who went and saw it with us. So we'll probably end up having a broad conversation with Johnny. Talk about his projects, talk about what's going on, but mostly the Paranormal Activity play, which was really cool. Again, there were some scares that fucking sent chills down my spine, that made me scream. Johnny and his wife, Casey, said they cried at one of the scares. Katie was not in it, but Katie was at the showing we went to. The what do they call that? What do they call each individual performance? Just the performance? Anyway, we got to meet her. We got to talk to her. We fangirled out so hard over it. She was very sweet, and we were like, "Hi, we love Paranormal Activity, and we like Bead Time, and we think you're really cool." And she was just like, "Oh, that's nice. What's your podcast named?" "Oh, okay, Dead Meat." Okay. And we didn't get to see Micah, unfortunately. I wish we had, so we could be like, dude, good job playing a piece of shit, man. But she was very sweet, very kind. There are pictures of us with her on Instagram, Dead Meat James. And yeah, big recommend, Paranormal Activity live show. That is what the topic of the podcast will be about. Kill count on Friday. Folks. Stranger Things Season 4, Part 1 is out on Friday. Unless something has gone terribly wrong, I am also done filming all of Stranger Things. Now there's the edit, but thankfully our all-star editing team takes care of most of that work, which means that I just get to sit there and watch it, and then I'll do notes, I'll make adjustments, but really a lot of it at this point, because of our editing team and because they're so good, I just get to sit there and watch it. And listen, writing and filming the Stranger Things kill count has been torturous. It's been killing me. And if it were any other time of the year, it would probably be okay, or at least not as bad, but just trying to do it in October and just extending the heavy workload that we had during October sucked. I hated it. But sitting there watching the episode down, I was like, this is great. I'm really happy with it. I think it's really funny. I remember the kill count for the first Stranger Things. Even in the call to action for that, I was like, I hope we did a decent job with our first TV show. I think the episode could have been a little funnier, because it was so difficult. That was just me at that point as far as the script writing goes. It was difficult to summarize everything and get behind the scenes stuff in there while also being funny. I think this one is funny. It's got a great amount of behind the scenes stuff. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with this kill count. Part 1 out on Friday. We did split it into 2. We had to for our workload. Part 2, I am hoping, will be out on Tuesday. That would be Tuesday the 25th. Because Stranger Things Season 5 comes out on Netflix on Wednesday the 26th. So I would like to have both parts of the Stranger Things 4 kill count out before that happens, so that people can use it as a little refresher. I'm sure you're excited to watch Stranger Things 5. You might not remember what happened in Stranger Things 4 3 years ago. You might not have 13 hours to watch it all through again. So I would like to offer our services as a nice little refresher before you get in on that Stranger Things Season 5. Part 1, last cut I saw of it, is 55 minutes long. And then Part 2, I don't know. I haven't seen a cut of it yet. That's for this week. It'll probably be pretty close to the same length. We'll see. But Part 1 is 55 minutes in its own. So that's why we're splitting it up. We also split them up between episodes 5 and 6. So the show was released in 2 parts, but their break was between 7 and 8. But that wouldn't make sense for us because one episode would be like an hour and a half and the other would be a half hour. So we changed it. There's a break. Our break is between 5 and 6. Because, the beginning of a kill count often has more. It's longer as you're explaining the setup. Once all the pieces are in place with storylines, they tend to... Like the fucking Susie detour in Season 4, when they go to her house. I summarized that shit up in like 2 sentences, because it's fucking dumb. That's the worst episode of the season. Except for the town hall meeting. That's a good scene. Jason, I think, is an excellent villain in Stranger Things 4, but that fucking Susie detour at her Mormon house is so fucking dumb. God damn it. So dumb. Thank you, Rickona Randfar. What up, Jamie Pine? Welcome to the live stream. Who sleeps to me every night? Why don't I remember a Susie? Dustin's girlfriend, who, the beginning of season 3, it's like, is she even real, dude? And then she is, and they sing the song over walkie-talkie. Anyway, I really enjoyed Stranger Things Season 4. I'm super pumped for Season 5, and I'm so happy that I am almost done with the skill count. Because Part 2, because we're releasing it early next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, it might be out on Wednesday, the day of Stranger Things 5, but I think we could get it out on Tuesday. I think we could get it out on Tuesday. I think if we try real hard, we can get it out on Tuesday. We'll see, though. That's not really up to me. That's how our editor's doing. Once that's done, I just have to worry about 3 more kill counts for the year, I think. Because Zoran will have Resident Evil 2 after Stranger Things 4. Oh, but yeah, just a reminder that because the episode is coming out early next week, Stranger Things Part 2, there won't be an episode out the Friday after Thanksgiving. So Friday the 28th, there will not be an episode. That will be coming out earlier that week on the 25th. So when the 28th comes around, I don't want to see comments saying, where's the kill count for today? Because the answer to that is, it came out on Tuesday. That's where the kill count is for that week. Came out real early. All right? I'll still see those comments. It's fine. You don't need to respond to those people being a dick and saying, well, you should have watched it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying, for all you people know, that's the schedule. Resident Evil 2 will be out on Friday, December 5th. And then I just have... I know dub on YouTube. I know that most of the live stream audience aren't the same people asking those questions. The live stream audience are my favorite people. They're the best people. Live stream audience, podcast audience, you're good quality people. I like you. Thank you. We have fun here, right? We have fun. We suck on Alan. I mean, we drink coffee and talk about mugs. It's good. It's fun times. 3 kill counts in December, and weapons is, I think, the only one I've confirmed to you guys, right? I'll leave the others. I'll leave you guessing. I'll leave you wanting more. So you'll get Resident Evil 2 from Zoran and weapons in December, and then 2 more. Not even a hint. I mean, these hints are pretty, kind of give them away, but one is seasonally appropriate, and the other is something that was meant to be covered earlier this year. But now I'm doing it here. And it won't be the monkey, I'll tell you that. I know the monkey won the poll for a November kill count. Things got shifted around. I'm sorry. Monkey's getting booted to next year. We'll still do it. We have a V1 script from Tim, and I took my notes. So it'll happen, but it's getting booted. It's getting delayed. Sorry. And then, oh well, thank you, Megan Lupus. And then, January, I forget if I told you, but we're not gonna have any kill counts in January. We're just not gonna have any kill counts in January. We'll have other stuff. I do no kill counts in January, dude. Sorry. 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 There'll be other shit. We'll do these still. We'll have fun here. We'll still suck on Alan. It's fine. We'll be working on stuff. We gotta set aside the relentless kill count treadmill to work on some other stuff during that time. Horror Rumble will be happening. Maybe not in January. Here's the thing. I'll just be straight up with you. I'm not looking to advertise the WWE Rumble this year. So for me, it's not as important to get it out the same weekend, because we won't be saying go watch the Rumble in our Rumble. So it might come out later. I also have some ideas on how to... I also have some ideas to expand it a little. And if they come out, if I go with the ideas, it'll take a little bit more time, but I think it'd be worth it. I think it'd be really fun. So it would be the biggest change to the Rumble. Not change, but biggest addition to the Rumble for sure since we started. Because so far all three have pretty much followed the same format. The first two had the wrestlers, cutting promos on who they thought would win. That was really fun. I have an idea for something different that we could add. So, but if we do, it would take a little bit more production, so it might have to come out a little later. But Chelsea's working on the wrestlers. She has already made, I think just 4. No, 5. I think 5. The one she made yesterday was great. She made one of the non-fictional people. So, in the vein of Stephen King and M. Night Shyamalan, she made another real, actual person to join the Rumble. And I don't know how she came up with this person, but it is fucking choice. It is such a good decision for a real person. It's the best. It's the best decision. If your guideline was, give us another real-life person to join the Rumble, this is the best option for that. And I would never have thought about it, but she came up with it, and it's fucking great. It's really good. And I will say, someone in the chat guessed it. But I won't confirm which guess is right. It's real good, though. It's the best choice you could make. What else do we have? I think I made notes. Oh, yes. I will be streaming on Dead Meat Presents on Wednesday. So you won't have a podcast on Wednesday. That'll be Thursday. But you will have a stream on Dead Meat Presents. Michael, I'm assuming you're still in the chat. Let me link up with you to make promo stuff, because this stream will be a Fortnite stream. You can't stop me from playing it. And I will not be joined by Dead Meat people. Instead, I will be joined by Mike Seigan. I guess he's kind of Dead Meat people. He's the voice of the Dead Meat trailer at the end. And he is my go-to gaming buddy. Love him. And we will be joined by Anna Laurie and Ryan Nemeth. Anna Laurie, star of Final Destination Bloodlines and The Black Phone 2. She is obsessed with Fortnite. She fucking loves it. And Ryan Nemeth, professional wrestler, will be joining us for a charity live stream. I don't know what charity yet, but we will do a live stream of us playing Fortnite on Wednesday, raising money. It'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That is the time that works. She was the cousin. Midnight to the Other World. Julia, that's right. And I'm fucking really excited for it. No, she wasn't the crazy Christian. She was the mom in Black Phone 2. I know that's late for you, East Coaster. At 9? 9's late for you? I tried to do it earlier. Listen, Mike gets back from Japan that morning. Mike gets back from a 2-week honeymoon in Japan that morning. I wanted it to be earlier. He needs to nap. The fact that he agreed to do it at all that day, I'm like, thank you. But it's kind of like the only day that works for us all. So when you have a 7-year-old that is late, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, East Coasters. But like some other people are saying, try being a European Dead Meat fan. 9 is late when you got to work at 5 a.m. 9 is late past 28. Depends on who you are. 9 is late. Okay, I guess 9 is late. I'm sorry. 9, I have my warm milk at 7. There will always be the VOD. I'm sorry. Oh, and thank you, Case Sutherland, again. I'm 36, and I fucking... 2 a.m. is my regular bedtime. A late night for me is 4 a.m. Midnight's early as shit. It's not good. I'm not advertising that or condoning that lifestyle, because I still get up at 9 pretty much every day. But, that's what I do. I also nap, though. I nap, like, pretty much every day. Like a 2-hour nap. I'm usually asleep from, like, 4 to 6. Unless I got shit, like, unless I gotta leave the house and go do an event. 4 to 6, baby. Don't bother. Don't bother with me. Which is not the optimal time for the company, since that's like, you know, everyone finishes their day at 5:30, so 4 to 5:30 is like, all right, last minute things. Where's James? Oh, he's fucking passed out, dude. So sometimes I try to stay up till 6, and then I sleep from 6 to 8. That's true. It's not great, says Ben. Michael's like, hey, James, is this video good to post? I try to stay up till 6, guys. And then we call them devil naps. Anytime, any nap that starts 6 or later, we call them devil naps, Chelsea and I. Gonna take a devil nap. Because then I get up at 8 p.m. Fucking ready to go. Get some more work done, clean the house, play some Fortnite. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Let's go watch a show in bed. Then we'll go to sleep. Anything else? D&D won't be coming back this year, but we have our date locked in for when we're recording it. So that's not a nap, that's sleep, homie. I feel like 2 hours can still be a nap. Does Chelsea do the same? She sleeps in later and naps less often. She doesn't get up at 9 like I do. Do we want to start plugging the calendar again since 2026 is coming up? Yeah. Yeah. I don't have one on my set anymore. That's funny because I have a whole fucking bunch in my house. Get that calendar, dude. It's 2026 calendar. Guess what year's coming up? It's 2026. Just saying. Make a good gift. If you don't know what to get someone, get that as a gift. Jen already got 2. Jen got 2. Have it work and home. Throw that link. Throw that link in there, Michael. Give him something to click on. There it is. It's a weird looking link. A.co. That's a virus. That's not a virus. Shouldn't say that about our merch. It'll infect you with how good the merch is and how much you want to get it. It's good. Get it. It's got 5 stars on Amazon. 13 ratings. Caboose said it arrived on release day and it's the perfect size for their small desk. They can't wait to display it in January. Thanks, Dead Meat Team. You're welcome. Bree Bunker says they've actually combined each weekend. So your desk calendar never feels like you've missed a day. I love looking for each moment for all my family's birthdays. Nice. Nicole S. says, perfect for fans of Dead Meat. I'm not saying it. Other people are saying it. Okay? Frequently bought with is just a copy of The Long Walk. Really? That's fantastic. Where's that? I don't see that, but that's great. Oh wait, what do customers buy after viewing this item? Saw 10 film collection on DVD. Awesome. Oh, and a Jeopardy calendar. We watched Pop Culture Jeopardy. Anyone watch that on Amazon? With Colin Jost, I think. Pop Culture Jeopardy. It's fun. We still need to catch up on it. We have only seen the first 2 episodes. We got sidetracked by Death by Lightning, which, by the way, amazing. If you haven't heard. And then we also want to watch... No, Ben. Is she in an episode? We've only watched the first 2, Welcome to Dairies. And then we also want to watch... What's the new... Is it Amicus? The new, Pluribus. That's what... Is that what it's called? The Gilligan Show? Want to watch that. Pluribus. Okay, yeah. That's what we want to watch. And then... We're an episode behind on South Park. And we're way behind on Survivor. We only watched the first 2 episodes. This season was not good to us. But maybe sometime we'll catch up. Chair Company, we haven't watched last night's. We haven't watched last night's episode. And Smiling Friends, we haven't watched last night's episode either. We'll probably watch both those tonight. Those are my favorites. Those are what I would look forward to the most every week, is Chair Company and Smiling Friends, for sure. Yeah, I heard Survivor picks up, but like all these other shows that I'm doing, you know. Chair Company and Smiling Friends are my favorite. Death by Lightning was fucking tops. And now I want to do Pluribus and catch up on Dairy. Oh, and once we're done with these shows, I want to do The Pit for sure. Have I ever applied to be on Survivor? I did once. Didn't hear back from them, and now I don't think I'm going to. I don't think the show is right for me anymore. Based on this latest season. I also think they would just make me talk about everything in horror movie form, metaphors and shit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make myself more of a caricature than I already am. I have multitudes, okay? I'm not just the horror guy. Did you hear me fucking talk about American presidents? As someone who doesn't watch Survivor, what changed? The latest seasons just feel like they're too into Survivor as a show. Everything's about like, oh, my Survivor bucket list. Oh, I can't believe I'm on Survivor. Wow, this is like the best thing. I'm on Survivor. Jeff, you're real. You're in person, in the flesh. Dude, say the thing, Jeff. He said the thing. Guys, wouldn't it be cool if like we went down in Survivor history as having done this thing? It's just, I would just rather fucking do some challenges, do some gameplay. Also, I don't know if I could, I don't know. I'm sure I would get along well enough with a lot of the contestants. But it also seems like a lot of them are all like, hey, what sign are you? Oh, let's talk about this for hours. And then I walk into the ocean and drown myself. That's the thing. I worry No, I think I could stifle it down enough to not get a villain edit, but there's always the potential there of me being the late 30s dude, probably on a beach with a bunch of 20 somethings, getting annoyed and getting the old man edit, you know? Getting the unk edit. Yeah, anytime someone starts talking about signs, I am like, oh, we're never gonna be like real good friends, are we? Oh man. God, do I hate fucking astrology. Alright. I think that's all I got. Such Scorpio vibes. Whenever I'm like, I hate astrology, and the person already knows what my sign is, they're always like, see, that's such a Taurus thing. I'm like, no, it's not. You're just saying that because it's fortune cookies. Fortune cookie logic. Come to Germany, we hate astrology too? Is that your national what? Is that what your candidates run on? I'd vote for someone if that was their platform, dude. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Love these. These are fun. I'm gonna go make hippie hash. I think I have enough time before the production meeting at noon, so that's really exciting for me as someone from Michigan, Ann Arbor. It's real good. Look up hippie hash from the Fleetwood Diner in Ann Arbor. I'm gonna go make some of that shit. It's real good. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.